And if you hear a cat in the background, he probably knows I'm watching this, and he's begging me not to do it, but I can't.
It's an hour
So
and
tough
54
kitty.
minutes too long.
And why does the alien look like in your background, he's humping the ground? He's in the position to get butt fucked. Look at Mark, right? Does that not look like he's ready to get butt fucked? He's on his knees. His
I'm trying
tail's
to duck
lifting
down.
up. He's ready for someone to butt fuck him into, just like this franchise got butt fucked, into oblivion. He's in the pole position. He's ready to take it up the Hershey Highway, probably with his own tail. That explains the whole franchise. Yeah, it does take place in a prison, so if you watch Oz, it's a lot. There you go, Alien Oz style. There you go.
This is not as good as the first two.
I mean, what rewatchability would you have to want to go back to see it? Like, what would be if you talk to someone and you go, you need to see this film, and they ask you why? What would you tell them?
Well, I wouldn't tell anybody that.
Well, there you go.
I tell people just to not watch it, honestly. I mean, there's nothing in it that you need to see that's going to add anything to mythology, or like there's no great characters that you get that you have to see. There's no interesting arcs or anything. It just shits all over the second film. What the fuck? Like, she just fucked this guy. Like,
Oh yeah.
How much time were we? 35 minutes in the movie.
Why would you sleep with a random prisoner? Like, that's another thing. Not just a random guy, but a random prisoner. He's probably in prison for a reason.
Yeah.
You know? And you don't really know why. So I guess Ripley really is a slut. So that's what we find out. You were wrong. You said we don't find out anything. You find out something. She's a slut.
Why didn't she bang Hicks then?
Ripley's a slut. No time for love during that. The autopsy is supposed to showcase the death of innocence. That does sound like what some pretentious fuck would say. And I mean, if they like the film, fine. But when they like get on you and like belittle you, then I call them a pretentious fuck. If you like the film, that's fine. But if you're like, you don't get it, you're a pretentious fuck. Shut up. Put the penis in your mouth and suck it.
Yeah, the wooden planet idea was stupid. I remember seeing the sketches of the wooden planet. It looked fucking terrible. That wouldn't have worked either. Why the fuck would a planet be made of wood?
Like, I don't know. It's not scary. It's not a scary movie.
No.
It's definitely not an exciting action-packed movie. So what the fuck does it have?
Nothing. Like, there's some okay gory bits. It's got some gore, but that ain't enough, man. It never is. Like, you can't just have that.
It's like, okay, the camera work is kind of cool, but it's all for naught because I can't tell you what the fuck the location, the geography, where they're at, where they're going, who these why I should care about these characters. I recognize that actor, but it's like they're going somewhere in some corridor to some door. I don't know how it connects. It's like a fucking maze or something where everything looks the same. Looks like the same corridor they shoot over and over again.
Right.
It must have been the same fucking corridor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where? Yeah.
I was going to say, like, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, they want all this to be like this big climax, and there's supposed to be a ton of tension and stuff like that, but it doesn't resonate. I mean, maybe script wise they were hoping it would, but it really does not. I mean, I lost interest in anything that they were trying to do like 30 minutes ago when they came, like their first failed attempt. Like, I wasn't really even that into that. It was like, okay, whatever.
Like I say, it could have been shot in the same fucking corridor. You would never have guessed it. You would never know. To me, that's not exciting, especially for characters I don't give a flying fuck about. I know I keep repeating that, but it's... Who's that guy who died? That was the one guy with the one thing. Can you tell me anything about that guy who died?
No.
Right there?
No.
Who was that guy who died?
I don't know. I mean, dude, like, that brings me to another thing, and I brought this up in the past. I think it might have been on the Resurrection commentary or at some point. So, like,
Sure.
they do eventually find out that there's an alien here. You said, like, they didn't know at this point, but they do find out that there's one here. Why the fuck don't they just leave the prison? Can anyone answer that?
It's too windy. It's too
Oh,
windy.
yeah, the wind is so scary. I'd rather just, like... They spend that entire end sequence doing this ridiculous, like, overly elaborate, like, cat and mouse bullshit through these corridors and trying to trap the alien here or there. You have it trapped. It's inside a prison. Go outside. Just go out there and it's trapped inside. Eventually, I mean, one person could have called for help as soon as they figured out, like, it was there. Everybody go outside. The planet's, like, got oxygen. Like, it's just windy.
Well, that's why it's too windy.
Yeah. Addicted to morphine? Really?
Yep. That's how we should be after watching the movie. All the pain going through. We should
Start
be addicted
shooting
to it too. Right on stream. I would get the views.
I bet it would.
What happened? Start shooting up because they're watching. What were they watching? Alien 3. Look at the thumbnail. It was that bad? Yes, it was. Thanks for joining me, man. Fun as always.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to people in the chat. Fuck Beetlejuice 2. Fuck Alien 3. And fuck Alien 3. Fuck it. It sucks. See you guys later.
See you later.
Bye.
Fuck Alien 3.